Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's McDuffie. And it's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Offense set on first down. Give to the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense working from the pistol. They go to the ground. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found it. Pick up on 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll... as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Able to get 1 down to the 15. 3rd down after the run. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Touchdown Sooners! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try the run. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
They'll run the screen. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
To the air, it's McAfee. They're trying to get to it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Now on first down from the 30. Motion from the offense. They're going to run it. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Let's see what they do on third down. It's a draw. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And the Sooners get the first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition.
Can anyone catch him? And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Extra point makes it 28-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out fast. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
On second down, looking to throw. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. To the air, it's McAfee. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the 1st down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's McCoy. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
The give to the lone running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a grab and go for the score. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these 2 teams thus far there in Lexington. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Looking to throw, it's McAfee. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's flying by and gets it on the jet sweep. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? The give to the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd and goal coming up here. Wants to throw. It's McAfee. Into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
It's a fumble on the play. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there. And
got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
this is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll try to pick up the first. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's 4th down. Dial up your best 4th down play. Keep this drive going.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line, giving 5 on the carry. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover. They can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming after it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's McAfee. He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
The Sooners will try to put one on the board on first and goal.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
On second and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Touchdown, Sooners! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And he's incomplete on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts you...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But They've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Keeps the legs moving. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. The hand to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll run this play from the pistol. Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
Brings up 2nd and.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's still 3rd and goal. They'll try the right side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolute shame. Missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He finds his man. Tackled after picking up the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Back to throw, it's McAfee. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. He'll just keep slinging it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They finally make the stop with the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw, it's McAfee. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.